I think people are excited about my co-host. Okay, with that being said, welcome to the Inner Room with Out of My Damn Mind. This is the space where walls fall away, where stories don't just get told, they land. Messy, real, and alive. Here, writers open the door to what drives them, what haunts them, and what keeps them going. Every voice has its own rhythm, its own scars, its own sparks, and together we trace the threads that hold us, break us, and connect us all. God damn it, I am the luckiest woman on the face of the planet today to be joined by the amazing, curiously Delulu. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me. So
Of,
excited.
of, of course, I'm like, oh my God, another friend from across the pond. That always makes me happy.
You
I
make
am
me
I.
sound more British.
I love it though. I joined and she's from over there too. So I'm a big fan. Thank you all for joining us today. If you're new to the space, like Curiously Delulu, the Inner Room is all about having conversations, and I come up with 20 questions specific to my co-host. So today they're all a little Delulu. All right, are we ready? IMI says yellow, yellow. Um, so since you're new, I always like to start with something very easy. What brought you to Substack?
Well, it was, I kind of wanted a space where I could just write anything that I wanted to. So just be a bit rogue, basically. And I thought I'd create like a name so that I could, write about my life without getting sued.
Mm.
And then it just kind of went from there. It was a really natural thing. One day I just woke up and thought, oh, I'm going to make a Substack and it's going to be called Curiously Delulu. And I generally made a logo and was like, it's done. That's it. It was so easy.
I mean, I love that you just felt called and it was like you knew. You just knew. You knew your name. You knew
Yeah.
everything. You knew how it was all going to go down. I just need to
Yeah.
let you know that IMI said, Curiously Delulu is stunning. And isn't she? I was like, yo, you look so angelic. I am like over here, like, oh my
I am.
God. And she's British. Yeah. Girl,
Mhm.
if so, we have to meet. She's in the UK with you, IMI. So I definitely
Really?
encourage you guys. Yeah, you guys are both in the same. I don't know where per se, but I
No
know that you're both
way.
over there. So
Oh, we just did a collab and I had no idea. I don't know where I thought she was.
yeah, I mean, I'm a big fan of both of you. Obviously, IMI is also a very amazing human. So, but yeah, you guys need to link up. That's gonna be fun. But I love that like you just knew. You just were
Yep.
like, yeah, my Substack's gonna be Curiously Delulu, and I think that's valid because not getting sued is always a good thing. Uh, but what are your hopes for it? Like, what are your hopes for your Substack?
I want it to be unhinged, like long term.
I love that.
So
Um,
I want it to start here and then I want to do different things. Like maybe want to try stand up comedy
ooh.
if we decide I'm funny enough, and then maybe a podcast, maybe a few other things. I'm quite good at writing. I don't know how good I am in real life, so I'm a bit nervous.
You don't know
But I
how good
want to
you are in
try.
real
I
life.
want to try it. So I think
Yeah.
I'm just going to try everything and see.
I'm gonna be rooting for you the entire time, so just make sure that I am aware of where you're at. I would love to see you do like improv stand up comic type of situation. Like that would be interesting. Like just out of nowhere, just like yeah, I decided to just do stand up, and I'm gonna be
Yeah.
here tonight. Come find me.
If it's bad, I'll just everything's a Substack, isn't it? Like everything's a post. So if it's good, fine. If it's not, we can talk about it and it'll be funny.
I mean, I could completely agree. IMI said she just wanted to say hi, but she's got some chores to do. She said best
Ah,
do over. Well, but thank you for dropping in. She said she's in London, so you
oh,
know,
amazing.
yeah, you guys gotta just figure things out. She said that's the best news all week of hearing that you're here. Collaborating Chaos, thank you for joining, Dora, Bo. Um, we're just getting started, and I love that already. It had unfolded all of these other things that you would love to do. I think you're
Yeah.
natural in the way that you story tell. I think your personality definitely comes through in the way that you help us relive the things that you've been through, and I kind of love
Yeah.
that. It's literally the best thing that I've read in a long time, and that's also humorous. Like you have a very funny sense of humor, so I can appreciate that.
It might not translate, but let's see.
The
Test it.
literally the only other woman that I think is funny is Katie Downs, and she just joined. So I love the way that both of you. I love the way you both write. It's fucking hilarious.
I love
Uh,
her too.
um, Have you always been a writer or considered yourself one?
Yes, always. I think I came
Mm.
out writing, like just came straight out writing things. I have written for years. I used to have a blog, well, for 10 years, but it was just a bit, it was not, it was a bit, like when blogging first became a thing.
Yeah, that was a bit ago.
Yeah. And then, yeah, I mean, I'm really old, but like,
Shut up. No, you're not.
I think about 10 years ago, I started a blog, and every so often I'd write a personal piece and everybody would die for it. And I thought, I need to do this because I had to work with brands and I couldn't really be myself or, swear or anything or like be unhinged. So I thought I'm going to find a whole new place to just go off the rails. And this is it.
Do you know about Substack, or like did somebody tell you about it? Did you know about it? Like how did you Google it? Like how did you stumble? How did you realize that this was it? Like this place was where you could be a real.
I I read somebody had made a load of money from it on Instagram, and I thought, oh, well, I should just be doing this.
This is clearly what I'm supposed to be. This is my job. This is what. Hello,
Yeah. So
hello.
I had like I'm a freelance writer, so I do but work was really quiet. So I thought, well, I'm gonna make my own brand and let's see.
Hmm.
And I stupidly thought I was gonna be a millionaire by now. I'm like, come on guys.
I mean, same. And I've been here a year, so
Have
um,
you?
yeah. So what I will say is though, I don't have any of the background that you have, so I think I have just utilized my space to figure out who the fuck I am and like what I want to do. And
Yeah.
I know that words are important to me, and I want to do that. I want to share them, but I also enjoy spoken word, and that's why I love these conversations because I feel like I just learned so much about you in like a 3 second text, like a clip. Um, but Candy Down says hi, my loves, and that you are her twin, and I can probably second that. You
Oh,
guys are both very gorgeous blondes, so yeah,
a
that makes sense.
USA twin for sure.
You could have one everywhere, you know.
Now that would be a fun Substack.
Well, listen, this is what it's also for, brainstorming. Duh. This is how we help each other become millionaires.
Well, I was meant to be totally anonymous until I did my accidental live. I was never, ever, ever
Just
gonna
to show
do
your
it.
face. I know,
No,
but then I thought you did your accidental live because you got to 400 subscribers because I guess you didn't think that you'd do that either.
no, I just thought it'd be. I don't know. I also thought that if I did it quickly, no one would remember anyway, and I could go back to just being.
Well,
I haven't exactly thought Substack through yet.
I mean, I think what you have done with it, if that's been the thought process, is just kind of winging it.
It's been a
It's
try.
been kind of it's been great. It's really been great. So, my next question is then, how did you pick Curiously Dilute? Like, how did you know that that was your name, your logo? So, because you said you just like it doesn't have any background. Like, you've always been
This is going to
Curiously
sound
Dilute.
weird. Like I genuinely woke up and thought, I'm going to start a Substack. It's going to be called this. And then I went on Canva and made a logo, and I was like, there it is. Oh, and look, I got this mug. And I was
I
like,
love
this is
it.
it. It's real. And once you've bought a mug, you can't go back because you've bought a mug now. So that was it. It was born. I thought I like moons. So I put a big moon on the front. I was like, done.
I think, yeah, I think you manifested the shit out of this. Ted said
That
there's
was
a lot.
it. And I had an appointment and I was late for it because I was too busy making a logo in Canva.
But I love how it like just came out of you. Like I think Out of My Damn Mind has been attached to me for like over a decade. Like it's all of
Really?
my it's like my social media. That's what I use for TikTok and Instagram. So it just kind of made sense that that's where I would start on here is like let me use Out of My Damn Mind because I've always felt like I was, you know, a little crazy. A
Yeah.
little crazy.
I mean, it's definitely on brand for me. People would be like,
Mm.
"Of course you've called it that. You would call it that." Like they would. And I phoned my mum and I just said, "Oh, I've made this thing, and you probably don't know what it is, but I've made it, and I've bought some merch now, so we're gonna do it." And that was basically it. I wish there was a more clever reason.
No, I love it. You don't need a clever reason. That's like your story, and I absolutely love it. It's very. It makes me wanna. Well, my mom made my logo as a shirt, so I have a shirt that has my logo on it.
So good.
before I put it as my face. So like yeah,
Really?
yeah, so now my Substack has like my actual like profile picture, but before that
Because
there was a logo. So and then my mom put it on a t-shirt. So I guess I have my own merch too.
you did your name reveal. I was so jealous of that because it was like Madonna or something arriving on Sunday. I was like, this is going to be so, what's it going to, I was so heavily invested and there was a time zone difference.
That is true. I mean, I didn't because honestly I didn't even realize the impact of not sharing my name. Like that there was a whole bunch of humans that had like all professional with their names or whatever, like Miss Candy Downs, and they have no idea what my name is. And I'm like, oh, they really don't know. Like it doesn't bother me. It didn't bother me because it wasn't me. So I was like, I didn't think so to know that it had that effect was kind of a big motivator was like, yeah, that's not really fair that I'm not telling people my name. But I do respect people like you who, keep your name hidden because of other situations. So it's fine.
Yeah, my name is so weird. It's one of those that nobody has apart from like some French men. So I'm like, I can't, it's not something I want everywhere.
Now it adds even more intrigue to what it possibly could be, though.
Bizarre.
Um, but I appreciate Ted. He said there's a lot of lives going on now, and I'm gonna stay here. Fun and creativity are here. I very
Yeah,
much appreciate that. She is both of those things.
like we've
Uh,
won.
I adore it. Candy also said, haha, oh my god, I did an accidental live too. I love her so much. I'm assuming she's talking about you. So
That was bad.
collaborative chaos said, get a collaborative chaos mug. Absolutely. It makes it real. So it totally does. Unscripted chapters, thanks for joining. Ted says, I'd use those mugs. I'm using a generic white mug with Green Island I bought in Michigan.
Oh, this is so fun. I can see the comments. I
You
forgot
could,
that you posted it
yeah.
up.
Now you can see them, right? So beautifully broken said, "I'm oh my god, I'm running out of data and connection is extremely unstable." Mwah. I'm sorry, but thank you for being able to be here for a hot second. If you're just
I'm
joining,
also
I was like,
extremely unstable.
if you're, you're funny.
We can relate.
You're funny. But Curious Lulu has got me just laughing over here like I kind of expected. But I'm gonna move into something in your one of your recent posts about a girl dinner. And if anybody in here hasn't read this post, I highly recommend it. And then come back. No, just kidding. In your girl dinner piece, you went out with complete strangers. What
Yeah.
actually made you comfortable enough to stay and lean into that night?
Well, it wasn't my first rodeo with this. Weirdly, when you're a blogger, you go places by yourself all the time. So I'm so used to turning up places, knowing no one, and just sort of making friends. So it wasn't the weirdest thing. And then I was obviously a single mum, so I wanted to make use of my weekends when I was by myself. And a lot of my friends are married and whatever. So I thought I'm going to make a new single friend. This is perfect. And I think I made a friend on Instagram. Sounds really weird. But someone had put on a post and said, if you are wanting another friend, let's all comment and we can see who's got what in common. So I did. And I met her in a park for a coffee.
How cute.
So weird. And then she was like, oh, I'm going out for dinner with four girls that I don't know. Do you want to come? I was like, yeah, sure. Perfect.
Obvious, yes.
So I did, and I told everyone. I said, I'm going for dinner with four girls I've never met. Sounds really fun. But obviously, when you're a Substacker, do you do that thing where you show everyone your cards and show everyone your Substack stuff wherever you go? Because I do that too.
Well, I mean, in all fairness, I don't get out much, so that's a negative.
I'm unbearable on a flight or anywhere really where there's a lot of people. You should, if I was you, I'd be putting them in everyone's Uber Eats stuff. I'm like, subscribe, subscribe.
So my thing was I wanted a sticker. I wanted a sticker because all of the restaurants have stickers, so I'm like, it would just look natural to have like another sticker on the bag. And if people see it, then
Mm.
they see it. I never made the sticker. So now
I've
it's like,
made stickers.
yeah,
I
maybe
stick them on everything.
maybe I need to DM you after this so that you could help me create a sticker. Because I said that like I would love to just I'm more than your Uber Eats driver. I'm a writer.
Oh
Like
my God.
you can yeah, he's readjusting. You can obviously, find my work here. I wanted the sticker to just have my QR code and like that would, be it. And the people that looked at the bag looked at the bag. If they did, they did it. It was
Yeah.
like one of those like If it's meant to be, it'll be. But I do feel like I'm not taking advantage of the fact of coming in contact with a whole bunch of strangers and not like slapping them with like, hey, like read my shit.
I'd have a QR code in my shirt and I'd be like, don't give them the food until they scan it. Don't
I'm
take any
I'm
advice from
I'm
me.
pretty sure though people will scan pretty quickly if it was
I
in
think
your
that's
shirt.
illegal, but I don't know. But I'm not easily embarrassed, so I'll just speak to anyone mostly.
I mean, I don't feel like I'm easily embarrassed. I think I've got into my era of I'm a little bit more closed off than I used to be. I think I'm a little bit more protective of my energy than I used to be. So I'll talk like people talk to me all the time. Like I could be anywhere and somebody would just like randomly start having a conversation. I'm like, me? Out of all people? Like you want to talk to me? Okay, cool. And like they'll tell me their whole life story in like 5 seconds, but um I don't think that I am as open to approaching new people as maybe
Mm.
I could
Well,
be.
it depends. Half of me's into it, and then the other half could like stay at home and never speak to anyone again. Like I don't. I've got to be in the right mood for it.
Gotcha.
And then
Yeah, I
that
mean,
person makes my plans, and then the other me is like, "Oh God, now we've got to go to dinner with five people I don't know." Like, like what? What were you thinking?
the snowball of that escalated pretty quickly, huh?
Yeah.
But I'm like I said, I love that. I think that that's the type of before we went live, I said to you, these conversations are usually always what I need. And I think again, being a little bit more open to just being like carefree and not really worried about what somebody else is going to do or react or whatever. I think I just have had this like mentality that is not as maybe open as your experiences might be. Like I'm more protective over if I just approach somebody, especially here in New York, what's gonna happen?
God, if I was let loose there, I don't know what would happen. But I'm British, so people speak to you in
people love
America.
people would love you here. Look,
Let's test it.
come on over. Like people would absolutely love you here. I mean, I think
Um,
I think anybody with an accent is just like yes, please, hello.
well, my best friend lives in Rhode Island, so I do come quite a lot to
Aw.
New York. So I love it. I took my daughter last year, and we had a great time. So,
What part do you go to? Rhode Island's so
um,
small, but it's cute. It's like right there.
where?
Rhode Island is so small, but it's cute. It's
Yeah,
like right there.
it is. It's fun. So we like this, but yeah, I think as well. I complain that I'm single a lot, and I think you can't complain and then never leave the house. So half of me really tries hard to do weird
Did
stuff.
that,
So I can be
yeah.
like, but I just went for dinner with five people I didn't know. Like, it's not my fault.
Yeah, the exposure. I always say that I'm going to meet. Obviously, my wife's just delivering her food. That's clearly the only way that I'm going to meet her. Um, but I'm still waiting for the day that some amazing, beautiful woman opens a big ass house, and has nobody, like nobody that she lives with. She's just by herself, and I'm like, can I come in? What do
But
you, can
this
I?
is me. Everyone's like, no, Mr. Wright's not going to break in. I'm like, no, but they might deliver food. Like, I don't. Do I have to
I mean,
leave?
if you're open to it, like hello, oh man, that's hilarious. I'm glad that
Dream.
it literally I've dreamt that since I started doing Uber, and it's been over a year now, and I'm like still haven't found her, but I definitely have like had encounters that were pleasant, so I'll take it. I'll take it. Uh, Calibrated Chaos said, "I don't show anyone my Substack. It's a if you know, you know thing," and I can respect that as well. I'm glad that I know though.
I wish that was me.
She also said that she loves you and has known you for 10 minutes. So you're
Yes.
you're doing great.
Thank God. No hate comments. Yeah.
Candy says, "I just meet men on Substack."
I meet no men on Substack, and everyone's like, "Stop flirting on Substack." I'm like, "No one has flirted with me, and I want to complain." Everyone's like,
um,
"It's not the place for it," and I'm like, "I
well, to
no
all
one's
fairness, nobody knows what you look like, really.
true, annoyingly so." But I like that because I'm like, you can't. People
So
can't be like, you
yeah,
know,
but from this, because I told you this shit's gonna be everywhere. People will associate your face with your name, your brand,
like I
and
don't want
now
to be like
watch
getting my
watch how
DMs.
many people slide in your DM.
Well, it's about time. I've been on here 7 months.
Oh man, Candy said that she'll show you her ways. So you guys can learn to. Well, she'll teach you because she does. She does. Oh, she does. I mean, she flirts with me. She's great. She's great at it. She's so good at it.
Okay, I think we need a Candy flirting lesson. I think.
Yeah, that's what your live should be, Candy. Get everybody on board to watch you interact with gentlemen. You could use like a whiteboard screen or something and have all comments that and show the ladies
I
how
would
you
go.
do it. All right, anyways, we'll move on. When you meet new people, do you feel like you're showing them the real you or just the version that fits the room?
Okay, so there's about 8 people in here, I think,
I love that.
and I
Just
I
eight though?
like I love them all, but I don't know whether this is a blessing or a curse, but I can fit in anywhere, and I like anyone and everything. So like, I'll look weird at a rock concert, but I'll be there and I'll be having a great time. Like you can put me anywhere, and I'll just enjoy it and have a good time.
Mm.
And I think I don't know, I might look out of place, but I never don't feel like I shouldn't be somewhere. I always just seem to blend. But I don't know if that's a people pleasing thing. Like, I don't know if I need to really blend at a rock concert, but I will. Like, it's weird. And I think it's quite a talent to do.
So I think I find it interesting that you bring this up because I had written about this a bit ago.
Yeah, I think I read it.
Yeah, because I also feel like I was a chameleon, like I could fit into any like I could easily
Mm,
read a room and know what's required of me in that space
yeah.
so that I can get along with everybody that's in that space. You know,
Mm,
and I think it is a talent and a skill and a superpower if done correctly. You know, like I
yeah.
do think that it could also be something that negatively impacts myself or said you if you're that's what I kind of put in that post was just like a part of me wasn't allowing myself to be the full version of me because I knew that in certain spaces that wouldn't be acceptable or handled correctly or whatever the might case be.
Yeah, or maybe I'm just not a real person and I'm just a mixture of every single other person. And therefore, it's not even, I'm just taking the easy route because I'm like, oh, I'll just be like you for the day or you for the day.
Well, I mean, I've had conversations with people and like again, depending on what you believe in, some people say like I'm just a mirror. So like
Mm,
you're just giving back what somebody's giving you. That type of energy.
yeah.
So, you know, I think it is a survival skill that can be
Mm.
turned into a superpower.
Yeah, and I think maybe if I just fit in with whoever I'm with, then there can be no conflict because you'll never hear me be like, "Oh, I don't want to do that," but then I won't do it. Like if I get invited to something that I don't like, I'll be like, "No, maybe that's not for me." Like
Yeah.
camping, no, I won't go.
But would you go glamping?
No,
Really?
I've been, but it was not good.
It wasn't glamping? It wasn't glamp?
No,
No, no.
no. But that's about the only thing I would say no to.
Well, I mean, so again, fellas, if you didn't know, Curiously Delulu is single.
Within
Sorry.
reason.
I'm sorry, that was a very fun
I
segue for
draw the
me.
line at camping, unfortunately.
I mean, I mean, fair. I did it when I was a kid. I haven't done it ever since, so I can understand.
No,
But I also feel like I can live in a tiny home in the middle of nowhere. So,
really.
hmm I don't need much.
I don't need much, but aren't you scared about,
Being
bears
in
and
another.
stuff?
That's why I always have a dog.
Oh, okay. I mean, easy, right?
I mean, I think Onyx would put up a fight if needed to be and protect me if need to be. But I mean, I
Oh.
wouldn't necessarily put him in those said positions. But I think I wouldn't be alone. Alone.
Mm.
I'd have a dog. I definitely have a dog.
That was a good question.
I'm glad you enjoyed that because I do have a couple more that are a little bit more to that mindset. Real quick though, Candy said yes to doing it live and teaching everybody how to flirt. But
Perfect.
Calibrated Chaos said that she resonates, that I could fit in anywhere. So, there are more. I think we all have had. I think there are some of us that feel that way, and then obviously some of us that may feel
Mm.
differently. Nightler, hello, hello. She said, "Hey, ladies." And Kiwi Stories, thanks for joining. So since you were okay with that one. Do you feel like humor is something that comes naturally to you or something you've learned to lean on?
Yeah. It's a blessing and a curse. I've always been funny, but I haven't had anywhere to put it really, apart from
Mm.
just, probably offending people when I shouldn't. Like, I think I've always, even when I watch certain films, I just think, oh, they've really missed the boat there. It could have been like really, it could have been funnier. If anything could be funnier, I would like to make it funnier. The situation isn't always appropriate though, but if I'm a huge believer of just lightening the moment, I think.
Yeah, but I think comedy is very essential to life. I think
Mm,
again, being able to laugh and make fun of things, even yourself, sometimes is
oh,
necessary.
the
So,
best.
Calibrated Chaos has an interesting question. Curiously, Delulu, whose audience would you say you're writing this for? I'm meeting you for the first time, or what audience? I'm meeting you for the first time.
Who do I write? Who do
Who do
I
you
write
think? Yeah,
for?
like your audience is for you. Like, what kind of who you think you're ready for?
Good question.
I mean, I definitely think it tends to a group of humans.
I think I write for anyone who feels a bit like I do. So, you've hit 40 or close to there. Your whole body's broken overnight. You don't know what you're doing. You sometimes have a child and you think, well, I have to juggle all of this stuff and be a grown up, and that's really hard. And I think a lot of the stuff I write about people are dealing with every day, and they wake up and they're like, "What the fuck is this?" Every day, I'm like, "What the fuck? What now? What now?" And the stuff I write about is really normal, but I think there's people out there that are having the same day I'm having, and yet there's no one to complain to. You just got to do it, and you're expected to wake up and actually like you. If you don't go food shopping, you don't get any food. What?
What? Or you could pay somebody to do it for you there, right?
But it's still a job. Still got to do it. Like, so I just think life is really weird, and it's sometimes the smallest stuff that gets you, and it's not the big stuff, and it'll just be that tiny thing, like putting your bin out, and you've just like I've had it. But I understand that this is like everything I write about is very like it's ridiculous, and it's first world problems 100%. I
I love
I
it.
think I've got a lot more left though, because there's some really like really bad stuff. I think I choose the funnier, lighter moments. I think to talk about, unless there's no one out there having the same day, and can you imagine? It's just me.
No, no, I think people find resonance in your stuff because you say it, you actually say it as opposed to just like bitching to yourself about it. And
Yeah.
it's valid. I'm gonna be 37 this year. My body hurts. I also don't have milk in my house because I have refused to go to the grocery store so far. So making coffee's been interesting. But yeah, it is something that's super relatable. Like you're right. If
Mm.
I don't go grocery shopping, literally there's not gonna be food in my house. So
And
that's
I'm
a
not
me
saying
that's
that
a me
I
problem.
haven't caused every single problem I have. Probably have, but
Right.
it's still a problem.
They are, and I think the way that you bring them to light is extremely intelligent and remarkably humorous. Because I genuinely enjoy it. I just like you just say it, and I can appreciate it. But I also am like always blown away by the way that like your work kind of just shows up in my life. Like I don't necessarily like always see it or whatever, but I'll like all of a sudden there'll be a note or there'll be a restack and I'll be like, oh, right, Kirsty Delulu. What has she been up to? And I
Oh,
get like
I
called to your I get like called to your stuff, if that makes sense.
I would look. That's exactly what I want this to be, because obviously it's nothing serious. I want to be that that thing you look forward to when you were young and you're like, yes, Dawson's Creek's on today, like yes, and there's gonna be adverts, but like it's today, and you wake up and you're like, oh, that one thing that's gonna be so fun for
So
the day.
good.
I
Yeah.
want to be that for everyone else.
So do you post just one time a week? Do you have
Yes.
you have a schedule? Because
Mm.
Calibrated Chaos said they just subbed, so when do
Ooh.
you drop your post?
It's usually a Wednesday, but my dog died, so it's been a bit hit and miss. But I was doing really well with being consistent.
Mm.
It was every Wednesday, and I couldn't decide whether Wednesday or Friday was the best day. But also, I'm in England, so is any day a good day? I don't. I'm on a different time zone. Everyone's asleep, and I'm like, read my stuff.
It's funny. I've become very close with Mindful of It, and she's also in the UK, and she dropped something like in the morning of your time, and I had to remind her nobody's awake. Nobody's awake. Like you are 5 hours ahead of most people, or eight. You
Yeah,
know,
and that's
so it's
so.
just
I sleep so much. I go to bed like a grandma at 8 o'clock. I'm gonna miss everything.
oh man. So I think that's when you guys can be strategic to schedule stuff at certain times so that it hits whatever you're even if you're not awake, it allows it
Yeah,
to breathe within the
this
space of the
this
rest of
made
the
me
world.
laugh. This made me laugh because I heard everyone talking about the schedule notes thing, and I thought, God, are we really that lazy? We can't even be asked to do anything in real time. And then someone was like, no, it's so that the rest of the world sees. I was like, oh, okay, that's quite clever.
Well,
But I was
if you
like, not impressed.
depending on how you use it. Like,
Yeah.
but I again, if I was in the UK, like you're 5 hours ahead of me, and then that would, like I said, be eight ahead of like Candy, and it's just like
Mhm.
it's different times, so it just being an understanding of that, and I think that's what's unique about Substack is things find me when they find me, and I hope that that's how my work gets found too. Is that that person needed to stumble upon that piece at that time
Yeah.
because even though we stopped writing it and we put it out and it was published last week doesn't mean that it doesn't get resurfaced and somebody doesn't find it the
Oh, I'm
next
a shameless restacker as well. I just restack that shit every day. Like every like 3 times a day. I'm like, you can all get sick of me.
but that's what I'm saying. Like I don't always see it like I don't always see it like that and on my feed.
Mhm.
Everybody's feed is freaking different, and that's why
Yeah.
some people I have to go like look for. But
Mhm.
Kiwi Stories said that I like Curiously Delulu. I like her too. She's pretty cool.
Why
You're
have we
cool.
never done this before? This is so fun.
you're 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 really winning them over today, Chico.
Yes.
And that makes me so happy because again, this all came because Kirsty Jalulu was trying to get to 400 substackers, and then that's when she said that she would go live for the first time. Like
Hmm.
that, if she had 400, then she would go live. So I just try to restack to try to get her to that because I was like, well, then that means you could come on the inner room if you're going to do a live. So then it became like self motivating. Like I want her in the inner room, so let's get her to 400 subscribers. Lo and
Yeah.
behold, you actually are getting closer to like five now. So,
I'm
right? I think, yeah.
538 this morning.
Oh, yeah. See, look at that. Look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, 538. Look at that.
What are we gonna do? It's so fun. It's honestly, Substack has been so much fun, regardless of like everything else. So much fun.
It is. I mean, it does. Like Ted says, it actually connects folks. It does
Yes,
because
it does.
but again, this is now you were the third. No, you're the fourth one that I know from the UK, and I'm over here like how do I get me and Onyx there? And like just like I'll just stay over there. Like I want to go over there for a little bit.
I
I
can't
would
wait
love.
until it's like a thing where people actually who's gonna do like the first Substack event and who's gonna go? I think we should.
All right, so
Oh,
the
there is one in New York, you know. Someone's throwing a Substack party.
how come the New Yorker doesn't know about this?
And one of my favorite Substackers, she has one called Rich People Shit.
Oh,
Rich
I
People
see. Yeah,
Shit.
yeah.
She's literally doing a party and you've got to be a paid subscriber. I was like, the paid subscriber's fine. How am I gonna get like
How are you going to get
shall
there?
I go to New York for this? Would that be mental? It better be good if you're
I
watching.
I mean, again, this is even if no if even if she's not here right now, this could find her because
It could.
it's gonna go everywhere. I'm telling you. Tomorrow it'll be up on everything. But
Oh my god.
I would just love it if you came here. I would love to go out
I
to
go
a
every
party
hour
with
all the time.
you.
It wouldn't be out of the realm.
I know. Well, now I'm like even more excited. So you better keep in touch with me when next time you come to your best friend or you go, you know,
Yes.
uh
Yeah.
this place. But Beautifully Broken just said you're 539 now, so I'm assuming she just subs.
Amazing.
Yay! Kiwi Story says a lot of people I've met on here I genuinely like and they're in the UK. Right? It just makes me
I
feel
do feel like you get friends doing this. It's really fun. Like friends that live in your phone. Really cool.
friends that live in your phone. I kind of love that. Yes, we do need a Substack party. I was like, I don't know where the middle is because we're not just talking about the United States anymore. We're literally talking about other
True.
countries. So I'm like, where is the middle of
I'm
everybody?
obsessed with the Substack map. Like it is. It's not normal.
I was like, you need to teach me more about that. I don't think I pay as much attention to it as you do. But I claimed New York, right? Wasn't I the one? No, didn't
You
I?
don't.
I
I
can't
don't.
remember.
I've printed it, so I have a printer. That's how old I am.
um, my sister has a printer. She's younger than me. If that makes you feel better.
I just think people are like, you have a printer, and you would be surprised what you can do with it.
Well, I think people take like when I worked, I just used my work stuff, right? So I just used anything I needed to be printed. Just,
Um,
but like there are other adults in this world, I guess, that use like a Staples or
that would
I
be
don't know their
wild
their
because
library their library. I don't know, because when you think about it,
old school.
yeah. All right, hold on. There, people are communicating. So
People have
apparently,
gone off the deep end. They're in the sea now.
Kiwi Stories agrees. The friends that live in your phone that needs to be like you need to make that a thing. Make that a thing. Make it into something. That should be a tile or something that you can constantly throw out in notes because that's apparently what we are. That's so true though, friends in our phone. See, everybody, it's like it's catching on. It's already caught on. Friends in our phone. Apparently
Brilliant.
the middle is the middle of the Atlantic. So, uh,
Oh, okay.
not
That's why we're in the sea. That makes sense.
not in the ocean, please. But apparently that's where it is. I can't swim on a yacht in the middle of the ocean.
That would be a good Substack party.
I was like, there are party buses. There are party boats, right? There we could rent a boat, can we not?
Oh my god, we should.
Who has a yacht? That is a
Can it be
great
called
question.
Curiously Delulu? Can the yacht be? If I had a
Why?
boat, I would definitely call my boat that.
I mean, I think everything should be called that at this point. I just want to live in your world.
It's not as fun
Hello.
as it sounds.
It's amazing. Nightler said I don't. It just sounded more festive. No, oh, nobody has a boat. I used to work on private yachts. I know lots of people with yachts. Okay, so Beautifully Broken is going to have to find the yacht, and then we're gonna have to find the ocean, and We'll all just meet there, okay? Because this doesn't sound Delulu at all.
What else would we be doing?
I mean, hello, duh. Anyways, I don't. It's like I don't even know which way I want to go because I have like all these different um like little groups for my questions depending on conversation.
Good luck.
I know. Calibrated Chaos said, "Do either of you plan to author a book one day?
Do you?
Do you plan? I plan to write a book. I'm actively working on one, but I sometimes get distracted. So it's
Pretty
a lot
much.
harder than I would have thought. I guess
Oh, I mean, yeah, definitely. I think
I
it was
mean,
probably always going to go that way.
book. I think you could do a whole series.
Oh, sounds like a lot, doesn't it?
I mean, oof, it did. I just put a lot of weight on that. I'm sorry. One book is fine. I think you do great with one book. I think you could do a Curiously Delulu, like like a workbook.
Yeah.
Like it could have coloring sections and stickers. I don't know. I'm just kidding. I have no idea. But I think you could do whatever.
Ooh.
Beautifully Broken to do a quote book. I have to go. I have to go back and like get all of them.
How
But
do you imagine?
I love quotes. Quotes are no different than like affirmations, right? Like to me, they're the same thing. So
Mm.
I'm already dubbed Delulu. Oh, sub. Oh, you just gained some subs. Some people have subs to you.
Oh, this
Um,
is so fun.
well, I
I
appreciate that.
recognize some names. This is fun.
Yeah, so Curiously Delulu is an amazing human. So obviously, I'm glad that this conversation continues to highlight that. Um,
I
because
haven't cancelled this
it's
space
like
yet.
I was actually like, how do you not have like a thousand subs? Like you're hilarious. I absolutely adore the work that you do here.
Thank
Um, Beauty Market said very uplifting. The quotes they are again like to me they're like affirmations. I used to write quotes like on a whiteboard in the only office job I had in my life, and that's what got me through that day because I could not sit at a. I would sit
you.
at a desk with like three screens and like have to answer the phone all day, and in like in an office, and that was the only time in my life that I was like, oh, I need something to keep me inspired. So I had to write quotes on my stuff every day. Otherwise, I'd literally just go crazy in that freaking room. In that room. Um, But anyways,
I like it.
uh, do you think being adaptable ever makes it hard for people to really know you?
Yeah, probably. Although I'm so unapologetically myself, it's hard not to see it. You'll see it. It just might not be all the time. But I can't, I'm not very good at not being myself in any situation. Even, and that makes it hard to be. I struggle to be corporate. I do. I struggle in my job. Sometimes they put you on Zooms with lots of people, and I always think you should not put me on here. This isn't for me. It like it's not going to do anyone any favors. Like I don't. I say really stupid stuff all the time, and that is just who I am. And I think that's great for Substack. It's not great for like really corporate people. So
Well, business
and
people need to.
you have to want to though. As in like yeah, I have to want to show you the real me. If I don't, you'll just get some nonsense version, or I just won't speak.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like in all fairness, I definitely am different depending on who I'm talking to.
Yeah.
Just again, I think there has to be a comfortability or like like a sense. I don't know. I'm one of those people that are like I just go off of the feeling. Like
Mhm.
I'm a feeling like a vibes person. So like if I don't feel like I'm vibing with you, you're probably gonna get a different version of me than if
Definitely.
I feel like I'm vibing with you. Like that's kind of
Yeah.
just how it goes. So I mean I could answer that because I also feel like I've been very adaptable. I feel like I've had to be very adaptable in the way that I was brought up and just I've always been different than what's been around me. So,
Hmm.
you know, you got
I
you figure
agree.
you kind of figure ways, but I do think that certain like even if I had like 10 friends in high school, like not every single one of them knew me the same way, if that made sense.
Totally.
Right?
I have a lot of friends just because I think I'm a social person, but there's only a few that are really that will really get to know me. The rest they'll just see the fun side or like, or some people just think, God, there's nothing. Like you've given nothing.
Did somebody put your
But
battery in this
I want
morning?
to,
Where
I
have you
want
gone?
to.
No, but I get that, and I think some people in our chat also, go off of vibes, like what how you
Yeah.
feel and stuff, and that kind of, you know, helps with the versions of themselves. But um, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I always find it interesting because I like I said I do feel I'm adaptable, so it's always interesting to hear somebody else's perspective that also feels like they're adaptable and like what you know they feel like they do or don't do or stuff like that.
Yeah.
Um, Kiwi Story said code switching based on the environment, but very true. And then, but you went
Mhm.
like this, so it made me like, wait, the first part of this code switching based on the environment. So can you give me a little bit more information on the code switching part? And then in collaborative chaos, said Marlena felt I'm a deaf of I person, beautifully broken, adapted at her core. You're awesome, Marlena. Well, thank you. You guys are awesome too. I'm just like over here, like, wait. I have a philosopher part of me too, and I want to continue
I love that.
to get to know what Kiwi Stories was really unpacking there, because sometimes when you're a certain way, like I know I could be a certain way in certain situations. I don't maybe know what I'm doing. Nightler said, "So are you, Delulu. Don't worry. They they think you're awesome too." Um, so I think in my writing, I feel like I'm always trying to push it, like say the thing,
Yeah.
not hold back at all, and like really push somebody to either feel it or sit with it for a longer period of time. So I don't know. Maybe that's because I'm trying to do that with myself that apparently expect other people to do it too. I have no idea. When you're the fun one or the easy one, do you feel like parts of you gets overlooked?
Yeah, definitely. People think I'm stupid all the time just because I very it's hard to get me to talk about something really serious because I think also once I get there you'll never get rid of me. So I think people see me as quite don't know like surface level almost, but that's because that's all I'm giving because it takes a lot for me to be anything else. It's I think I don't know. I do think that I laugh everything off and turn everything into a joke. It's definitely a trauma response. We're not like we're not denying that. And I think that can probably get annoying after a while. You know, if somebody just wants to actually say this is really shit, and I'll be like, ha, 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 something else, and it's like, oh come on.
But are you self-aware of when you do that?
Oh
Like,
yes,
can you feel the vibe like when somebody's like, "All right, I need you to actually just be serious. I'm not trying to be funny right now." Like, do you ever feel? Because I've been somebody that's
yeah.
used sarcasm a lot in my life to lighten moods. Let's say,
Yeah, all the
you
time.
know.
It's probably really, really. One person definitely didn't used to like it and would say, like, that drives me insane, which I, of course, would do more because that's hysterical. So, like, don't tell
Well,
me it annoys you.
I was like, now that I know that it does that, thanks.
Yeah. It's just, I might, it, yeah. I think there's a million different sides, but that's the side that is most often out there because it's the best side. If you're not having a good time, what are you doing? But also there
Having
is
an okay
scenarios.
time, I guess. They're having an okay time.
They're
They're
having
being
an okay time.
yeah, they're having an okay time. That's the other catchphrase from this live.
I'm a huge I can have fun anywhere, so it is a slight issue.
But I'm saying, to me, it's like that sounds like a them issue than a you issue because you have the capability to have fun anywhere. I'm
I
going to tell you, not everybody has that ability, and that I think, without people knowing either bitterness, like subconsciously, or like
Yeah,
envy,
yeah, yeah, yeah. So I do
like,
think
oof.
people probably think because well, I'm quite a positive person, so I'm almost I'm always probably having just too much fun in every scenario, and everyone's a bit like, I'll turn it down slightly.
But again, to me, it's just like that's a them issue because like, why don't you turn it up slightly? Like,
Yeah, well,
come join me
why
here.
not? Like that to me, that should be like the base level, and then there's like sober me and drunk me, and like that's another level. It depends how many drinks I've had when you meet me. It's ooh, like it could
Wait,
be depends what you're gonna get.
but today it's just coffee, right?
Tea,
Tea. Oh,
boring.
I should have known it was tea. Duh, duh.
British life, yeah. I mean, I was
British life.
contemplating a wine, but I thought, I
It.
thought it's 10 a.m. for you guys.
I mean, it was 10 a.m. for me when we started. It's getting closer to 11 though. I
But
mean,
for here. It's like nearly 4 o'clock, which
I
is like
know.
you're rarely gonna get me sober at this time. I'm joking, joking. I have a real
Well,
job and
clearly
it's
we did, though. Well, clearly we did. She's drinking her tea. She's being extra British. I'm super grateful that Curiously Delulu even agreed to do this. Like, this has been, girl. Girl, I'm like, I feel like honored and lucky. Like, you were like, I was trying to keep my face, and then I did an oopsie, and now it's just like, all right, my face is going to be out there, and I love that, and I love
I
that.
just said yeah, and I honestly didn't think it through until this morning. And then I thought, oh my god, I'm actually gonna have to do this now.
Yeah, but I feel like you're the perfect person that, like, for a day, like, you can't say no. Like, you have to just always say yes. And I feel like that would take you on the greatest adventure of your life. Like, that
Well,
would
it
be.
does. It's really fun when you say yes, and I'm a huge believer of the yes. And
Mm.
and it's like think about it afterwards when you've ruined your own life, you know?
Well, I mean, I like my, not the same thing, but my mom, like, wrote, like, constantly goes on cruises now, and she's not retired, but she's getting to
Ooh.
the age of, like, getting to retirement, right?
Yeah.
And it's just like she writes something like her post was like, book the cruise today, you can always make the money back, but you can't get the time back. Like,
I love
so like just go do the thing you want to do because it might literally wipe out your bank account, but who cares? The money will come back. Like, go enjoy life.
I think that way too much. Way too much. Everyone's like, what is that saying? Don't ask for permission, ask for forgiveness.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
me. Like it's definitely a do it, think about it later kind of thing.
Do you feel like that mindset has ever gotten you in some really bad situations?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, I do. I say yes to everything. And I think I wrote about going on holiday and having my dress safety pinned by 5 strippers. And that was like that was just saying yes.
I mean, what was the alternative if they didn't do that?
Well, the alternative was what I was already doing, which was walking around Vegas with half a dress on. So actually, $20 can get you like 4 safety pins in a strip club. Who knew?
I didn't know that. I did not know
Neither
that.
did I.
Thank you for
And
teaching me
a
something
bit
new.
of tape.
And a bit
Perfect.
of tape. Oh my
Mm.
god. So wait, you left, you like put on a dress that wasn't.
Well, it was on when I left, and then as I got into a limo, don't know whose it was, and my entire dress zip broke. So my
Oh,
entire dress
yeah.
was just open, and my friend said, just put your bag over it." So I did. I just put my bag over it, but the bag didn't cover anything. And then I didn't realize we were going to a strip club. And then we got there, and I was like, "Oh my god, I'm wearing less clothes than all the strippers." And then I went in the bathroom, and 5 strippers pinned me back in and sewed my dress together.
That's amazing.
And there was like some ridiculous song in the background. I was like, "This can't be live. This is so weird."
But
Fun though.
that literally is going to be like a memory that you will tell your child.
I wrote about it on my Substack because I think it was just so funny how my friend was like, "Just put a bag over it." I was like, "Just put a bag over it." Bag was this big, and I literally was like, "You can't just walk into a club with half a dress on." And I did, and I came out with a fully put together. I couldn't get back out the dress because it like sewed me into it.
Yo, I think I lived for this entire conversation today. Like I think
It
if
was fun.
I end this and then like something happens to me, have lived life. Like I have successfully lived my life. Like
Just
I
my
I definitely I
nonsense.
needed the angelic version of you today that has arrived because we, just in case nobody knew, me and Curiously Delulu apparently wear a lot of black, but for some
Yeah,
reason today uncoordinated we decided to wear white. So you know,
saintly.
I think this is what spring does to people. You know, it brings the brighterness out of us. I have no idea.
Yeah, one nice British UK weather day, and we're all dressing like nuns.
Stop it. But Collaborative Chaos had an interesting question. They go, "What's your favorite cultural dish?"
Oh gosh. In what English?
Yeah, your cultural dish.
Good Lord, I'm like, what is our cultural dish? Jesus. Hang
Uh,
on. Let
beans
me
on
think.
toast.
Yeah, okay. I'm like, that was a tough one. I was like, what do we do? Yeah, feel like it's probably gonna be no, it's fish and chips,
Fish and
obviously.
chips. Fish and chips. Yeah. Mm, Now I
But
want
yeah,
that. Now I want that. But I think that
we
that's
still do all the time. Chippy
I.
tea is what they call it.
Well, I grew up in the Bronx, but in New York.
Did
But
you?
the community was known as Little Ireland because that's all that was there. So I feel like fish and chips was very heavy for them too. They're meats and potatoes type of people, but
No, I
they like their fish and chips too. So I didn't realize that it's a. But I'm like,
the
I don't know.
Bronx is like too cool. Like
Well,
how that's so cool.
New York is cool because it accepts the cultures. Everybody could just bring from their other countries whatever they want to, and we're like, yeah, we'll eat that. Duh.
Well, I was born in Bradford, which is basically like the Bronx of the UK. No even joking. No even joke about that.
Now I feel like I have to go.
It's awful. Don't.
Yeah,
Wait,
but I have to
can we
go
cut
because
things out?
then I could tell you if it is the
I
Bronx
don't
of
want
the
to
UK.
offend any people, by
Oh,
the
it's
way.
okay.
If you live there, it's
That would
fine.
be a them issue. We're just
I
having
think they
fun.
would know.
Yeah. But I
Just
mean,
a,
I would like to be the Bronx New Yorker who went there and was like, you know what? Yeah, this is the Bronx. You know, that would be fun for me.
I don't think I went. I don't think I've ever been. Although I did go somewhere weird when I we hired a car in New York, and I'd got there and gone to the wrong hotel that I was almost going to book, and that's not where I was staying. And then we had to go to. I'm going to say this wrong. It begins with a H. No, I can't. What's the place near New York? And it's like there's a rhyme with it.
There's a rhyme with it.
Yeah, Hoboken. Is that right?
That's Jersey. But yeah, Hoboken's a Jersey.
Yeah, I had to go there to hire a car. It was interesting.
But they literally Hoboken is literally you could see the city. Like
Ah,
it's just right on the other side of Manhattan. So, oh look at that. You know places around here. All
I've been
right.
to so many places in America. It's like my favorite place.
Which is crazy because right now I'm like, I don't get into those conversations on here, but
You
I
have all the good looking, like, people with the accents and stuff.
it's funny because you're the good looking people with the accents.
No, and we're
You can
not cool at
definitely find
all.
your husband here, though.
Yeah, I think so. I think I'm meant to.
Well, I
Yeah.
hope it happens just because I want you here. I want you to be
Well,
like back and forth more. Like I want to be able to be like, yeah, I'm going out with Curiously Delulu this weekend.
maybe that's the goal. Maybe that is it. Maybe it's like,
That's why we found each other's Substack and have sat an hour talking to each other because you're supposed to
yeah,
find your husband here. I'm gonna match make you up.
that
Uh,
would be fun. I mean, because you
once
were
once
one
you
of the
take
first
Candy
people.
Downs' course, it's a wrap. You know.
Did she have it in New York?
She's on the other side, unfortunately. She's like a BFE in like Washington State.
Oh,
So she's
that's
over.
all. Everywhere in America is so far away, isn't it? So like you think like over here you could just nip anywhere, but like over there it's like
There's
flights.
time there's
Yeah.
there's time differences and everything is confusing over here. If you stay to one coast, it's fine, but once you start
Mm,
like going in the middle or going from north to south, it gets a little
yeah.
ridiculous. Well, I lost track of some of the comments, but I did want to take a second and just thank everybody that has participated in this live. We very much appreciate it.
It's a fun chat.
I I wanna ask a question before we close, and I want to say I think your person is doing amazing because there's been no interruption.
Mm?
Your
Oh,
child
like
has been your child
do
has been.
we? I know. I'm like, do we need to worry?
I was like, I feel like once you go off, I might get a message like, "Look at what she did," though. but
Yeah, she's like,
but
she's redecorated my whole house.
it'll be great though. But thank you everybody that has joined us. But I gonna finish with this final thought. Right now in your life, what does figuring it out actually look like?
Probably getting a job, getting a boyfriend. I'm like, I have a job, but
And you do have a job.
a better job.
What would be better than what you do now?
I'd like Substack to be my entire job,
Me too.
but with other things. So like anything I can do, I don't know, maybe comedy or writing, maybe something like that. I mean, I've already basically done that my whole life, but I want something a bit more routiny, so that it's not so stressful. Because
Mm.
I think writing when you're not quite sure where it's going is a bit like, oh, I don't know. I need something that's a bit more.
It sounds like stability. Like you just want
Yes. Well,
life
it
to be a
depends
little
what you want,
stable.
but
Yeah. But
yeah,
with
so
like
ideally that.
yeah, like stability with like the ability to have fun and not have to stress about, well, what the fuck am I going to do now that I had so much fun?
Yeah, because it's great. It's like like I'm really enjoying it, but someone's gonna have to pay me more if if this is what we're gonna do. So it's gonna, and then if not, then what's that gonna be? Because we all like to go travel around the world and stuff, but it's really expensive. So that I would like to figure out this year, and then I'd like a boyfriend, and then I'd also like to get some bedroom lamps because I think without bedroom lamps, you've never really got your life figured out.
Of course. Of course.
And I
You know
feel
what's
like
funny?
that sounds easy, but it's
It's
not.
not. It's not.
Because they have
My
big
my
mats and stuff.
my bed frame came with like two, like the headboard has like a lamp on each side, like a light on each side. So I never thought about getting my own lamps.
Well, reading's hard without a lamp, let me tell you.
Reading
So
reading is hard just in general, so especially in the English language. um oh my god.
that's what it looks like. It looks like somebody paying me loads of money for things I love doing, and then having a guy to go on holiday with, and do the really boring stuff like flat pack and whatever you get a guy for, and then yeah, lamps. And I think that might be enough for the short term. I think.
For like the year goals, like that's the what's hopefully gonna happen this
Oh,
year.
yeah, and also I sprained both my ankles last year, this year. So I ideally learn to
Not to do
walk again.
and learn to walk without spraining ankles. I've only sprained one ankle, and once you sprain one ankle, you just consistently sprain it. Like it constantly just gives out on you when you.
I've
I
done
my
three
right
times.
Yeah, my right ankle like for no reason will just go whoop, and then like come back on real quick, and I'm like, I don't really want to kill myself today. Like, what are we doing? Figure it
This
out.
wasn't, yeah, that wasn't the news I needed.
I'm sorry, yeah, but sprained ankles are like once you get it, you're more prone to them, unfortunately. So be careful while walking. Wear good shoes. I don't know.
Well,
But
yeah,
not
an ambition. one compression sock instead of two. That's the hope. That's the goals I have for this year. Everyone's like, "What do you hope and dream of?" I'm like, just like wearing one compression sock.
That is a great goal. I hope that happens for you sooner than later too. Like, I hope that's one of
Same.
the first things that happen for
I don't know if you can get a boyfriend wearing two compression socks.
you. I mean, we can experiment. You can experiment. You can let us know. You can do
Let's
a
see.
you could try. You have now calibrated chaos. They go. Oh my god, I have no bedroom lamps. Should I be worried? I don't have my life figured out. Now you're gonna have people
Yeah.
questioning themselves, their lives, all off of lamps. Um, well, I think you're doing a great job figuring things out, and
Oh, thank you.
adored I have adored every moment of this conversation. And no, we didn't get to all of our 20 questions. That
Oh,
means ever in the future you want to come back and shoot the shit again. You know
I'm
that you were always
definitely. You
more
won't
than
get rid of me now. I feel like you just won't get rid of me.
that's
This has
fine.
been so much fun. Thank you for having me.
Of course. I mean, I also love the community that showed up in this space and the new fans that you just created. And like I said, this is anybody that missed this will be able to see the replays tomorrow, and it's going to be everywhere. I have a feeling this is how we're going to get famous, okay?
This
This
comment is so good at the bottom. Have you seen it? Someone must have a compression sock fetish.
I mean,
Yes, yes.
I'm sure somebody does. I'm sure somebody does.
Well, let's hope. Well, thank you.
There's
Thanks for having me.
Of course, but there's a ton of people, and I think I will
This is
enjoy watching, well, keeping track of you the rest of this year to see how which things you check off at what time.
yeah.
uh, Beautifully Broken said it's been awesome and funny. I needed the laugh. Me too. This is why I adore every co-host that comes on here because they always know what I need, and you guys just somehow provided to me. So thank you. I see YouTube vitality. I am hoping for the both of us because we both deserve the things that we want, and I think it's the real dream of life is doing what you love and yeah, being able to live off of it. Like that's I'm not asking for like crazy. I just want to be able to be like comfortably live. And I think sometimes I'm like, the world may change before I even become a millionaire. Who the fuck knows?
I
I'm okay.
know.
I'm okay with that too. Like I'm totally okay with the whole world being like, you know what? Scrap this whole shit. This has not been working. And we're gonna go into this structure. And guess what? Everybody gets to just do what they like to do and everybody's happy. That's all I want.
Yeah.
I just want people to be happy. But
It's peace and
um
harmony, isn't it? It's what we need.
it would be yeah, just I think when people are stressed about how they're paying their bills, they're less likely to have fun and engage with strangers outside and get to know new people, and then they repeat this disgusting cycle of viciousness to everybody
Yeah.
that pisses them off. So I do think stress is the worst thing, and the whole world needs to change the structure. That's what it is. Or we become a millionaire, either or. But one or the other.
Yeah. Quick though.
Let's go. We're on a time crunch here. You have the mug. We have the merch. We've already manifested this shit. It's happening.
Oh,
Right?
well, you can't say it isn't. Like,
Well,
you
I
can't
mean,
argue with much.
you have merch, so it's
Mm.
real. It exists. But again, thank you everybody in the chat. Thank you, Curiously Delulu, for joining me.
Oh, thank you.
You guys have you've been in the inner room where the conversations go deep, the connections surprise, and the truth lingers long after the world quiets down. Until next time, keep listening inward because that's where the stories that shape us really live. I hope you all have a beautiful day and night. Bye.
Bye.